Hello, 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 Wagwan, what good? Happy Friday, my people. Big up and blessings and welcome to the Real Things Vlogs and Reaction. It's a reaction, baby. Big up on yourself, my people. Welcome on in. So today we have a decent little lineup here on the vlog and reaction channel for you. I'm not over on the regular podcast channel because I decided to let some things fall through for now. We are working towards our 4,000 watch hours right here. So work with it as we change up things a little bit. In the meantime and between time, I want to welcome you. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Welcome, big up on yourself, massive, large, massive, yard and abroad. Welcome and blessings. Big up on yourself. All right. So before we go any further, let me just make sure that I take the time out to welcome all my returning poddies, all my returning subbies, all my returning channel members, all my moderators. Welcome back, my people. Thank you for jumping from over there. So come over. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how we have to do it. Anyway, let us delve directly into today's reaction, baby. Hey, let's delve into today's reaction. So, I want to go into Guyana first, and then we make a circle back and go for Mama Africa. No, I've spoken on numerous occasions and reacted on the pod about the ongoing case with little Adriana. So I know that you guys who are here are still affiliated with the case. Um, we've seen where this case of little Adriana Young, who has lost her life or whose body was found, lifeless body was found in a pool at the Doubleday Hotel some few days back. And up till this point, they can't really determine what has happened. We've seen also where the case is now like highly politicized. We've seen Vice President come out yesterday, Jack Dale, come out yesterday, come talk up some things. We've seen where opposition saying some things. We've seen where Prime Minister talking up some things. Guys. Like me say, I've said this previously, and I'm gonna say it again. In these times, we have to also be so mindful not to irate the irated. There's no such thing, but you understand. Wanna get the drift. Wanna get the drill. Over here, so we naked. Over here, so we just doing it. It's just me. Eh, we just don't want to create no more problems. We don't want to make the people them feel, the families and all who are, affected. We don't want to make it no more bad, no more worse, no make it worse. Anyway, we've seen where the lawyer for the family has now in a report I saw yesterday. I'll share here with you guys. I shared a clip here with you. The report I saw yesterday with the family, the family lawyer had come out, to speak out again on the matter and what they requested and what actions has been taken. But I must give it to, the prime minister. He's trying to make sure, say, this one, yeah, like this is just my observance, you know he's trying to make sure that this incident, you know is leaving like they're leaving no stones unturned, and based on how it was dealt with prior, what is happening from that time up until this point, I think I want to give it to him for trying, for even reaching out, because um reaching out to the family and trying to, beckon to their needs in a way, even though based on comments in my comment section on the podcast, I've seen where I think I'll have to do a video especially for the comments to react to comments that are left there. You know, we've seen where even a nurse's aide had come out to say that she was there in the room. She was sent by the what, the health minister or somebody, whatever. And it turned out as per the media that it ain't so. You understand? Allegedly, she was sent, and which turns out to be, bogus at this point as per the media. Now I'm following the news sources out of Guyana. Remember, some me no come from there, some me no did so, some me have to follow the news source, not bloggers, news source. I work with a news source. Someone left a comment and tell me I must be mindful on the other channel on the podcast that I should be mindful of what I'm saying and go do my research because people from all genre of life, they didn't use the words genre, they use source of life, all walks of life, watches shows like mine, and there are implications. Well, I have not done one thing other than emphasize on what I saw and heard on your news media. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we stick into the news source and the news source link, any news source that I play here on any one of the channel, either of the channel, those links will be referred in the you can refer to the links in the comment section all the time. All right. Just so me stand by what me hear and what me see coming straight out of the horse's mouth. That's how I like to do it. Because remember, I'm not there. You're not there for most cases. Most of the people who commented are people like outside. But big up to the Guyanese massive. I've seen you coming out and support the thing. I know that we all have to disagree to agree to disagree to agree from time to time. It's not that whatever you say or I say, we all have to agree. You know how it goes here. So, but we not fight one another. We're not going to be fighting here. We are all here for one common denominator, which is to get to the truth, to get to the truth of what happened behind the scenes when nobody was looking, what happened that led up to the death. As for the vice president, I heard him say that he used a headliner yesterday. If it was malicious intent, negligence. Oh God, if it was negligence or malicious intent, I might forget something there somewhere, but something like that. And me scratch my head and me say, I've been saying this all the while. Accidents do happen. And people will try them utmost best to cover tracks and people cover for people. But in this case, we don't want to be doing or saying anything to irate nobody or irate the irated or the already irated. We want the truth. And we stand by it and we say justice for baby Adriana Younge right up till this point. All right. So let we hear what the family lawyer had to say and what actions are taken in this matter.
We have to look at seeing how, from a higher policy level, is that we request that there be some form of international help in this matter.
Hours after that statement by Dr. Dexter Todd, the lead attorney for the Adriana Younge family, the government of Guyana on Thursday announced that a retired member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police has been hired to assist in the probe of the death of Adriana Younge. A statement from the Ministry of Home Affairs says Mr. Leonard McCoshen is distinguished and a trained and qualified homicide and suspicious death investigator. Apparently in possession of Mr. Coshin's CV, the Ministry of Home Affairs says Mr. Coshin has over 30 years of experience as an investigator of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and that he had spent 20 of those years attached to the Serious Crimes Branch in the Major Crimes Unit with the mandate to investigate serious, complex and sensitive matters, mainly homicides and deaths where foul play was suspected. Quote, he has successfully supervised and coordinated over 200 homicides, kidnappings, and other serious and complex investigations, unquote. Speaking after a meeting at Ivleri, lawyers Dexter Todd and UC Anderson said the Guyana Police Force has so far failed to provide any concrete updates on the investigation surrounding the death of 11-year-old Adriana Younge.
All right, guys. All right. So here, yeah. When it relates to the police and being hush, like the mum or the hush hush about the whole situation, I'm beginning to see where maybe based on the way how the whole thing out the pala pala and salawala. You never hear these terms before? Sorry. Um, Based on how the whole thing was being handled from the inception and the social media influence that is actually out there behind, maybe out there behind this whole case, the way how things have been happening. I'm trying to not say certain things. The way how things are happening and the way how it is out there on social media. I tell you, every second I open my television, there's something else popping up, some fake headlines. Oh, brother said this. Oh, they caught the killer. Oh, they this, that. And we know that a lot of we know say not no go so. Not no go so. So I want to think, you know, let's somehow give the police no the benefit of the doubt. Let me take off this thing because I'm sweating. Give the police force the benefit of the doubt. I think they messed up some way, and which led to some people being terminated from the force. Some people, as we saw, are on a administrative leave, and I think they at this point, I want to believe that somehow they've been mum about this situation mainly because they don't want to add any more drama. They don't want to, they want to cover all area. Cause remember now, they gave misinformation, and which they came out and said indeed that they did, and it was a mistake. So in this case, I think they would have want to not make any more issues, say anything else to affect this, like I said, to irate the already irated. That's just my take on the whole situation. You can leave your comments about this whole thing in the comment section. Let us be vocal about this, and all the meantime, be respectful. Like, yeah, no fighting each other. We all have different opinions. So you understand, some of us share the same. Um, let's argue on this one reasonably. I'm just beginning to think that maybe they are very much afraid to add any more thing until they come to some full understanding. Can remember now, if they should have been like on the spot, um, what should I say? Now? If there should have been any evidence that should be placing this baby or this young child in that environment, other than the fact that her body was found in the pool, lifeless body was found in the pool, any other uh, evidence which should have been placing her in that place at this time, it is now tarnished, null and void, because the place was set ablaze by the angry mob, the angry protesters. You understand? So I'm feeling where I'm thinking that these people are these officers are now, or the police force, the security force, the police force, whatever you want to call it, and them now afraid of, not physically like trembling afraid. No, they just are refraining from coming out or answering to any demands from the public until they get. That's just my thought. Until they get to the bottom or get some clearer understanding. Yeah, that's just my take on the matter. My opinions may not be yours.
A number of political parties and civil society members have already dismissed a report from President Irfan Ali that 11-year-old Adriana Younge did not die from forceful drowning, and have all demanded an international probe into her death. Adriana was reported missing on Wednesday, April 23, 2025, after she visited the Doubleday Hotel with her grandmother and other relatives. Despite an initial search shortly after her disappearance, her body was not found until early Thursday morning, floating in the same pool that had been searched several times.
Yeah, and I've seen a video where someone was giving a walkthrough. I don't know who that individual was, giving a walkthrough in the area, showing that okay, we search here, we search. I don't know if you guys saw that video. We search here, and there's no body here. And if the body was here, we would have seen it. You guys may have seen also where another person was drowned, maybe 2-3 days ago. and the CCTV footage was showing when the gentleman, actually his family owned that motel or hotel, and it shows from the time he went to the pool, did what he was supposed to do, and then he started swimming and he went to the deeper end, which is 8 feet. It showed when he got into distress, went under slowly, everything, the time lapse video of everything and how it occurred. No, you understand what I'm saying? Even I'm saying this to say that even the clarity, the way how the water is, the way how the body was shown in the clearness of how the gentleman's body was shown on the camera that was seemingly above in that water. Everything was crystal clear. So I'm saying there was no at no point was that little girl in that pool when that video, that person was doing that video before the fire. Yeah? Yes. I don't know if it's a family member or whatever. However, let me hear once again whom, because I think I missed that one. I was fiddling with my earphones. Now, guys, I need a sensible headset because I'm realizing that the jacks on these things go bad very easily. So I'm fiddling with it because I realize now that I'm here, it's only one side that is playing. Anyway, I want to hear whom exactly requested for this investigator with so many years under his belt to come. Let me just replay the intro a little bit, the beginning a little bit.
We have to look at seeing how, from a higher policy level, is that we request that there be some form of international help in this matter.
Hours after that statement by Dr. Dexter Todd, the lead attorney for the Adriana Younge family, the government of Guyana on Thursday announced that a retired member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police has
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. So the family request, the lawyer requested, or the lawyer requested on behalf of the family, and now the government announced that this retired investigator will be coming from Canada, uh, to assist with the investigation. Well, it's good. They were calling for Scotland Yard. They were calling for the F and the B and the I. They were calling for all of those things, but um, at least they got somebody, you know, from the external, from outside to come in. I'm lost for words, to come in and investigate this thing. Now, people, all may beg you, just humble and patiently wait. Don't get too excited. Don't get too anxious because hey, it actually triggers. When one gets a little bit too excited, too anxious, not excited, too anxious, and emotions tend to flare, and it creates another barrage. I mean, we all have different feelings. We all understand things differently. We all see things differently. But in this case, as I say, it is one common denominator which we should be having, and is to get to the bottom of this. No, I've never seen in my full adult age, I've never seen such a case that is so highly politicized. I'm not telling no lie. Them people are pointing fingers. This one saying that one, that party saying this party send, or this person saying that person from the party send this person to come and create. Yo, I don't know, but and at this point, like I said, the main common denominator is supposed to be the truth, right? Yes, so what everybody is supposed to be looking forward for is the truth and nothing but the truth. All right, guys. So, we can't, let's just continue to pray for the family of this young, little baby child who tragically lost her life. Um, you know, in such a way, my people. It's sad because a lot of us as parents and grandparents don't know how we would ever even deal with this. Now, guys, for my village people, my people them who are used to the Nebuhansi stories, uh, I came across a video. Actually, I was sent a clip by a good friend of mine. You know, I was sent this clip, and I couldn't do anything other than watch and laugh. It's not funny, but I had to laugh over the fact that people can people will not rest easy until they create confusion, until they create drama. How some people would go so far as to involve, drag, hey, people into things that are totally unnecessary, things that is only, things that they invent only to appease their stupid ego. No, the clip I'm about to share on screen is one of Anne. When my village people, once you hear the name Anne, you will understand. Anne was that little girl, that young lady. Well, she's no longer a little girl; she's a young lady now. Because I couldn't even realize who it was until I watched the name. This Anne was one who, you remember, the one who gave Marwa, um, wrote Marwa a letter some few years ago. Now she's come, she's having some issues, which led her to come to a YouTube channel, her YouTube channel, to make an entire video to explain to these people who want so-called answer, or to create confusion amongst these people once again. No, she complained in the video, in the intro, that people came asking, too many people came asking some questions, and some funny questions. And one of them being, um, did she write the letter that Marwa claims that she wrote to him requesting help? My people, I've seen some comments here and there across the streets of YouTube already trying to implicate that child. You remember the story of Joyce's diary, saying that she saw some people coming out of room at a particular time at Marwa's parents' house. Well, she was there, and one of them, I heard a few of the reactors laughing over the whole situation, that one of them allegedly might have been this poor innocent. Hmm? No, me no say things don't happen in a life, in a real life, People do things and them later regret. Things where them don't even know that would have caught up with them. But the lengths that these people on the internet are from the outside world would go to create confusion in that little village called Nyabohansi, it is sickening. I want to say some words, but they actually, my brain putting them on my tongue, but them not come out. I want to use some words. I'm going to behave. Today is a beautiful day. It is sickening. Sickening enough to actually bring this child, this young child who is supposed to be out there in college and you know striving for excellence and nothing but the best. Before the time I'm going to take for antagonize this little girl, why don't you know? Go ahead and help with some college fees, or give her some business ideas, or even try to get her out of the village and to where you guys are, where the light is shining, and leave the blouse and skirt people them in them village and let them survive and thrive in peace. Instead of going in there to create nothing but havoc and yo, the blow, all disgusting, man. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Self behave. One of disgusting and sickening, like, mm. Listening, guys, as Anne comes to the screen to explain, her life story.
My mom was having her kid. She left son. I know Ibra, guys. So yeah, she left that boy very young. So my mom was taking care of the child, and also at least she was sending some money for me to buy something in school, like few things like books, let me say like books, and also like shopping, something like that. So because she was not there, and I was very confused, I saw like my life is going to be turned upside down. What should I do? Oh my goodness. And I want to study. So I sometimes I could cry, but One day, guys, I am the one who decided. No one told me anything. No one. Maybe it was God who spoke to me. I didn't know, by the way. But because I had that idea that because this guy helped, there is a day that helped me. Yeah, I told you that there is a day that he just helped me with calculator when I was in high school. So I said this guy might help me because this is not the first time to help me.
Imagine. Did you hear what she says? It is not the first time that he would have helped her. And that is what led her to write that letter because he helped her previously with even a calculator. I remember, when I started to even watch Mark, because I used to follow him, but not religiously watch his content. But when he got to the village, when they moved and went over to that side, I remember somewhere in there where he would speak about he would help children in the village. So, and being one of them that he would have helped somewhere along the lane. And remember that was his immediate neighbor. And the gate, how the mud house was with that little. At one point, he never even had fence. And then later on, I don't know why they put the fence in, blah blah blah. Because as you come on the outside, you would have been looking straight up in them kunkunano, straight up in the house. Them little mud house. You would have been looking at one point in time when you come out, when you pass. It's like you're just feasting your eye. You had no other option than to look that way, based on how the house and the kitchen garden was. Yeah, you guys remember? You understand what I'm saying? So, seeing being that they were his immediate neighbors, listen what the child saying. It was hard for the mom. It was hard for the mother. The mother would have worked and sent whatever she had, but then she realized that things was hard, are getting harder, and it would have been very bad for her. So she took matters in her own hand and wrote that blasted letter. What is so hard in this for people to really like? Let me tell you something. Like the hate inside that's boiling inside a lot of these people, right? It went as far as even them trying to like ribbit things inside Mama Ann and her family's mind and the kids. You see what they did? Even build a freaking wall. Even built a wall. A wall. These people, Mama Ann goes to the church where Congrats Dad and Dimwang and everybody invested and built. Why are you guys so hell bent on destroying that little village? Hmm? Why are you guys so hell bent on destroying that family? Like, if they're not satisfied, they will never be satisfied until the dirt, the grime, and the gunk. So they're trying to create a narrative here whereby they're going to Anne's a newly created channel to bring the drama so she could come out and start to behave like Gintu one and Mugesi and the rest of them. But I'm happy that this little girl came out and spoke out. I never even know that she had a channel until I saw this thing and started and did my own little in investigation and watch, the timeline. This girl had a channel. I never even know that was her. I wouldn't have recognized her because she's grown up. You guys remember that little innocent little child with short hair and look at that beautiful little thing now. Hey,
So I decided to write that letter, okay? I decided to write that. No one tells me that, and you have to write this one. No one. It was through me, guys. Yeah, it was only me. I have to write it because sometimes he was very busy at his work. Most of the time he used to work as it was the time to go there, maybe starting the villa. Yeah, the villa was, yeah, he was constructing the villa. So I
exactly.
decided to write the letter. And at that time, by the way, we used to go there to work. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
used to go there. He could give us job. Even my late sister, when she was alive, yeah, we used to go with her there to work together. Yeah, and also at that time, my mom was also there working. So I decided to write the letter. Even my mom didn't know if I have wrote the letter, guys. It was my secret. My own. No one tells me, and you have to write this like this, and no one, guys. I swear before the living God, no one tells me, and you have to like this. Because people are asking me, and is there anyone that told you, and you have to write this and this? For sure, guys, no one tells me.
Wow.
I was the person that I needed help, so I had to write it. Yeah,
Exactly.
and I told you the reason why I had to write it, guys. My late sister was the one who used to support me with a few things like school materials, these few things like shopping, something like that. But because she was not there, I didn't have any choice, because my mom didn't have anything to do like financially. He was not good at all, and also my dad. So I have no choice, and I wanted to study. That was the big thing.
Imagine.
My mom was
Imagine. Imagine. This young lady now have to come out here to answer to these goons as to whether she wrote the letter or Marwa told her to write the letter to him. I saw where they were saying that it was a fake. I mean, your opinion is yours. Your opinion is yours, and you're free to think whatever you want to think. You understand? Ew, there's a pimple here that hurts so bad. You understand? It's okay. While your opinion is yours, but why go the extra mile to tarnish a innocent, a village that was thriving and surviving all these times without your bull shit shenanigans? Eh? Having dragging this young lady now to come out here to start drama all over again. This is not a Mugesi that you can easily buy out. This is not a Ginto that you could send a $10 and easily buy out. Don't go sit down pound ass, man. If you guys want to help, help. Help if you guys want to help. Why set out in such a manner to tarnish these people's hey, yo. When we tell us that the hate is real, and then you are the same ones now coming, oh, we don't hate. We don't hate. We just want to get to the bottom of the truth. The other day, even in the event of the GoFundMe nonsense, even with the GoFundMe nonsense, the lengths that these people, I mean, to help somebody that is in a dire situation, the family had to back out and run and seek help elsewhere because of these vultures. Yo, I have to reprimand myself. I have to, because the things I want to say here is not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice. No, guys. All I have to say to this young lady, just continue to be true, because from based on the things that she said in the video and is saying in the same clip here, you know, it's quite obvious that she's not having none of your bullshit shenanigans. She don't want to be a part of it. So leave the young lady alone with your confusion. I mean, can you imagine the audacity of these? Like, I have neighbors now. I have neighbors now that are directly downstairs of me, and I'm trying to be less loud as I normally do. So I'm trying to contain myself. You understand? The audacity of these people, guys. The audacity of these people to go up under the young ladies before no send help. Pay some college tuition if she's still in college. Buy some books. Send her some money to start a business for herself and stop with the confusion. And the majority of the people who are going under her comment and heckling her has nothing to offer. Nothing. Why don't you left the people that met and thrive in them village alone? Why? Or if you have a problem, why don't you go and create your own platform and vent your so-called issues that you're on the sideline taking. Even some days ago, I saw Max one came up and the lies that this from the title right down. I mean, to say that this is somebody who is a representative, it is quite evident. The lies that he was spewing in this video, it is quite evident that he is some of the ones who are contributing to the downfall of that village. I'm not saying the village is falling down. Like he's contributing, feeding people, feeding their subscribers and their enablers with false information to create nothing but hate, which only exists online. Online to appease the nincompoops who run and watch and come, hey, yeah. And this one is a fool, and that one is a fool. Hefty pay slips, pay stubs, payments, pay slips, pay stub, payments. You know what I'm trying to say? Payments. Hefty payroll is the word I'm looking for. Sometimes the word don't really come fast as how my tongue move it. Hefty payments. These people can get up and physically sit and chat shit and then they start building houses because they know that it pays. People want it to be entertained. The fakery, the fights online, that is what they want, to be entertained. Let me see them fight. Let's see them fight. It's crazy. It's crazy. Why? These are tribes that would thrive thrive alongside each other for years. These are villagers that would thrive along. They would split their differences. They would work it out. Why are you Westerners going inside with your caste influence? Oh my God! Why? Why? All I can say is, you, young lady, you just continue. Like I'm lost for task right now. Young lady, you just continue with your school, whatever you're doing, your schooling, continue, be true to yourself, like I said before, and do not allow these people to poison your mind against your villagers. I saw some of your sisters went deep, headlong, and they had to back out because it didn't make no sense. It made no sense. You understand? All this hype because somebody can send some money to build a kitchen, buy you a sofa, buy a piece of rug, buy you a wall, build you a wall, and then at the end of it, you still have your neighbor to face once you come from behind that wall. Bullshit. No, guys. No, guys. Let us stick to this final piece where the Queen of Bongoma has come out once again to advise the commando, to give him some business lecture. And also, can you believe this? Also, be calling out for Mr. Cecil to come back to the village to hand out the items in the packages that he left with Marwa. Can you believe A.M. Qarol, who chased Aaron Dante as per her? Remember? Ask Aaron Dante about us. Hey, we chased him. Can't come to Africa to tell us what to do. Not her exact words, but basically that was what she's saying, with stupid lawyers. Aaron Dante about us. And she was chest thumping. She said the same when it came to Cecile, aka Trenchtown Grandpa. She said the same with him when it relates to the saga that transpired there with his Patsy and Trenchtown Grandpa. A.M. Carroll came to the tables chest thumping that she chased Aaron Dante and she's chasing Trenchtown Grandpa the same way. Now with the same filthy mouth, she's back here shamelessly sitting in her little corner telling her friends that she's welcoming Trenchtown Grandpa to come back to Nyabo Hanse. Come back. Hey, Mr. Cecil, you need to come back to the village and give the people what you brought for them. Don't let Marwa do anything. Don't let that. I'm like, Jesus of Nazareth. Serious. Shameless. Shameless. You're eating. This is like this is like eating, like vomiting and eating it back. Shameless.
You're just moving with the vibes. By the end of the day, guys, I'll be crying here. I'll be asking you for money for my maize. I'll be asking you for my kitchen. I'll be asking you for the car.
So this is her shamelessly putting on her show for her supporters while giving Marwa a business masterclass that he will come here undecided, asking his supporters what to buy, in the meantime begging. Is like what she's trying to say is a begging scheme. Hey. Wasn't it the same AM Carol the other day we saw looking for having a fundraiser on her channel for some subscriber that fell ill? Wasn't it a few days ago we saw her went on some fundraiser with a lot of envelopes shoving in a pastor's hand or whomever the person was, just for the camera? Hmm? How did you come by those monies? Did you just mysteriously did those envelopes with those monies mysteriously appeared in your possession? Wasn't it people that you would have been heckling in their WhatsApp privately to contribute to whatever? Or on your I don't know, on whatever medium you have for fundraising? Or did those monies mysteriously just appeared? Like how these people could wash themselves, make believe, wash themselves white as snow, and then paint that family entirely black. Why? You are African. Stand up. Stand alongside your brother. Why? I cannot begin to like I cannot comprehend. Like every day I have to preach this. Why? Why? And no matter how many times they try to reprimand this beast, hmm, the hunger that is within cannot keep her from coming to the camera to bash and tarnish, defame, talk down. It is like it oozes out of her. And no matter what them do, that's why I said they cannot contain this beast. No matter what them, it's just you can talk, you can continue to talk because I will always come here to react with no feelings, with nothing. Like basically, no matter what them say. And as word have it on the street that she sent in her request one time, send in her request, and the commando said, "God forbids." He would never even look her way, allegedly. And this retribution is playing out real in real time in front of. She can't let go.
You know, we are telling him these things and he's listening to us. He is listening to us. This one of coming to tell us that you did not know, we are already tired even before you start saying it. We are already tired because we oversaw it. Some of us, we are entrepreneurs. Sitting on this chair every evening is not a big deal. Okay? It doesn't mean that we don't have other things that we are doing.
How is it not? How is it sitting on the chair is not a big deal? And you and the others almost had a heart attack when you guys, your channels were being turned inside out. How? And the vendetta and trending echoes this every second sentence. Oh, to the man who said he deleted my channel. To the man who said that our children must punish. Hmm. What do you call that? How you mean it doesn't matter because you have other businesses and you're here every day, two and three times a day. What is this? Lying, lying through your teeth. You can't live without YouTube because it goes a long way. The USD goes a long way.
We haven't checked in these all areas to see what we need to do, what we don't need to do. when we start talking about these things, we have looked at it. We understand how they work.
There was nowhere that she mentioned anything. Okay, so Marwa came out in his video. What she's trying to address there, Marwa came out in his video and, clearing up things for his people to let them know that there is no way um, he was going to able to employ Gitriba based on the rules of the tourism sector then, whereby if you have to be a tour driver, you would have to go to school. You would have to be educated on tourism, which is every country. No, she's here accusing Marwa in a way that, oh, he's just like basically going like rolling with the punches. Yes, in most businesses, if you had no prior business experience, that's how you start. This is a startup. What do you expect? That he would hit the ground running? It's a touch and go until you make mistakes, you learn along the way. The man have one safari vehicle. He's planning to merge, as he said, with another company. In what way, shape, or form, I don't know. And it's not my business. We are just rolling with the punches, just like how he's rolling with the punches. The idea, he's toying with it. Furthermore, based on my analysis, it would have been better if he linked with the company. But then, when you look at it, he being the influencer he is, he would have had an influx of visitors, which he could have actually cater for, which he can cater for. You understand? Using his vehicle to even pick them up and charge for the services. Pick them up and charge for the services. So it doesn't even physically have to be a safari because it's a safari car. Until he get more, because one safari car to me no make no sense. It would have been best that you said, okay, well, I'm going to lease you my car to the business. I'm going to lease you my car. I'm just saying, I'm going to lease you my car. Or you you find the driver, you run the show, but you give me what's mine. But for me, if I was the influencer, I would have kept my car. I don't have to be no safari business, but we would have trips. We would have trips because people go there, right? People go and drive wherever they want. I don't know if you have to be a physical safari driver to be going into the safari, because I know local people go there all the time. Right? It's a local thing. It's a tourist attraction, right? Anyways, me not here to be known business advisor. I'm just saying that in most startup business, this is how one would approach. You learn as you go. But she's here as if she's well educated on tourism business, and she can drive, and she's even to the fact where Marwa came out and said that he's not a driver. She's even ridiculing that. It's crazy. It's crazy. She's perfect. Like I said, pearly whites. And the family of that travel commando is black, jet black. What is wrong with this African Mukutu? Hi.
Hey,
Let me not say African, this Kenyan Mukutu.
what is this one? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you are thinking about this safari company. In fact, we haven't even gotten the name for the safari company.
Company.
Just the
What do you
name.
want a name for? What does she want a name for? What you want the man business name for? Are you working with Trade Commission? Eh? You working with tax office? I mean, she's just doing a reaction, guys. She's just doing a reaction. But I'm just saying, it's crazy.
Just the name, like simple, like before I buy a car, I want to have, someone, you have to have a dream before doing something.
Exactly. And that this is the stage. You dream in stages. You see, you never said it better. Someone has to have a dream. We heard his dream. He spoke it out loud. He spoke it to the universe, and he said he wanted a safari car. The universe provided. He said again, he wants to do tourism. It's in the works. What else do you want? It is how people dream in stages. You're seeing it playing out in front of you, AM Qarol. He's dreaming. It is his dreams being fulfilled because he spoke it out loud to the universe. And that's exactly what's happening. Hmm.
But this one of just speaking as we move, vibing as we move, it honestly, I don't know how it works.
Well, you don't know how it works, but the universe already has it set in stone. Whether that car is going to be a family car, whether that car is going to be a car for his guests, whether that car is going to sit there until he returns again before it moves, I know your business. We are here as onlookers. Yeah, we can talk like me talking to and you talking to me. I understand all of that. But the judgment that you pass on this young, trying and thriving influencer, fellow African, it actually it eats me differently. It eats me differently. I cannot stop to fathom what goes on in your head at night. Do you sleep? Like seriously, do you sleep? There's not a day that you're not on the internet. Bash this family. Trash this family. Not a day that you're not here bashing and trashing. Yo, how you do it? How do you sleep? Evil is ugly, bro. Evil is ugly.
You don't have the dream. First of all, were not sure even you wanted a Range Rover or the Safari. You were not even sure. You had to come with the camera to tell people, for people to choose for you. And then after people choosing for you, you don't even have the name even.
The funny thing about it is what you watch, what she's not getting is that in most cases, people have already made up their minds. In most cases, the deal is already done. It's already done and dusted. But to keep the audience entertained and engaged, you would come out and you say, guys, do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? That's all it is, to keep your audience engaged and to make them feel as if they are a part of the process. And their opinions too are all welcomed. Not all of them. You understand? Because some people really don't know their boundaries, just like how she does not. Because she watches him. But her opinions is like what she wants to say. If she's not on his side, then people will come for her. It's not that you don't listen. I'm not on the side. I'm not on my side. I'm sitting on my back side. I'm sitting on my body. I'm sitting on my behind. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a look on and I see directly what you're doing. It is hate. It is nothing but hate and strife. And she's one of the ones who will come out here and talk about Bible. Come out here and speak about what Bible says and this and that and the Bible and where do they get these practices. Da, 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 da. But honestly, in Exodus actually speaks about people, foul-mouthed people. People who would use their mouth, their lips to banter. It does. It speaks against these kind of things. People who are loud and proud and always showing off as if they're the best thing ever and look down on everybody else around them. Qarol, you need to really go sit down and take some time out with the Bible. So you can actually literally come clean and, let the crowd know what's really bothering you. Let the crowd know what's really bothering you because this can't be normal. This is not normal. Like I said, words on the street though that she sent in a request and it was rejected allegedly, and the commander said, "God forbids." Huh? God forbids. So this bitterness that she has here spewing back at him and the rest of the family is coming from a deep dark place of reject. Again, allegedly. My people, I am gonna cut it right here with the bitter Bongoma queen. We will leave her right there. Let she go figure out herself. while we go and have a beautiful weekend. Because me can't understand how somebody in a church, top notch in church, and come on the internet. You know, I don't care if it's an act. I don't care if it is an act. It spoils you. Indeed, it spoils you because there's nobody that can tell me that somebody could come here unscripted on a daily basis, 2 times a day, sometimes three, to sit down and do these things and laugh like it is just to entertain her fans. Keep them coming by just bashing and trashing somebody else. And you go to church when you're done on a Sunday to sing praises. So you don't have no heart inside you. Girl, you need to go and take a rain check. Take a break and do some serious in-depth, cleaning and soul searching. You're like an empty shell. There's nothing in you called heart. Hey, no, sir. Anyway, people, blessings. Once again, thank you for kicking it with me here on the Real Things vlogs and reaction. Trust that you did enjoy every little chit chat. Leave your comments, the thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'm trying to get it together before I bow out gracefully. Yes. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Enjoy your weekend and let us meet on the next one. Peace.